So the next test we're going to do today is Obers Test. This is going to assess for tight lateral structures. So if you think someone's maybe got ITB problems or just tightness in those lateral structures, again, you can be a bit more specific with what those are after, but I think Obers Test is the most standardised one for those outside structures. So Glenn, what are we going to do for that? How do we do the Obers Test?
Yeah, let's get Patrick onto his side. We'll get you onto your left side for us, Patrick. What we're going to do, I think the hardest part with this test is actually getting the client to relax and release the leg, because you have to have the whole weight in your arm really, so that they're not activating any of the lateral structures to hold the leg up.
Yeah.
So I like to take a nice supportive grip. My hand's coming up onto the iliac crest, and I'm just going to ask you, Patrick, just to let me take the whole weight of the leg. That's it, let it go completely loose. Now I'm starting from here. I'm going to slowly let the leg lower down towards the couch until I feel a little bit of resistance on my hand, which is about there. Yeah, so as I get to that point, Patrick's pelvis is pushing against my hand. Yeah, so it's wanting to push this way. You know what I mean? So from that position, we can see on this right hand side that that's the sort of lateral structure length that we're looking at with Patrick on his right side. Compare the other side. Reliability is not great with this test. It should be sort of kept in mind that, but it's a nice handling position, and it leads into some really nice treatments, lots of METs and stuff like that that you can do in the same position.
And what are you? How much are you looking for with that? So what are you looking for in terms of the range?
Well, you want to be at least parallel with the bed. Yeah, so I like my clients to have a little bit more, about 10-20 degrees more than that as well. Okay. Patrick's got nice loose ITB. What you will often find in a symptomatic population is that just let that go nice and loose again, you'd get to about here, yeah, and then you'd hit the resistance from that position. It's quite nice to have a mirror set up as well, so that the client can actually see what resistance they are getting to, what position they are getting to, and then when you do your METs and your treatments, they can see the improvement as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And what about some people do that with a bent knee? So some people I've seen, or sometimes I'll do that with the underneath leg up and then bent knee as well. So
bent knee on the bottom or bent knee on the
top?
Yeah, yeah. So this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's personal preference, isn't it? You can do it this way. I find that I can see what's going on here a little bit better with the length. I can support that. If you've got a big heavy leg and maybe you're not that comfortable taking the full weight, then the bent knee would be a bit easier. But yeah, I like to sort of look along the line of the body, make sure I'm in a neutral position, lower it and feel that resistance on my hand. So
I like the hand hold in terms of feeling for the position as well, because sometimes you get people that look like they might have quite flexible lateral structures, but it's actually that the pelvis is dropping, so it's important to have that hand hold. I think that's really a key point from that side.
Yeah, you have to be here because it's the it's the sensation, and it's light touch as well. So what you don't want to do is put so much pressure on his pelvis that he can't move. You want to just feel for that nice gentle hands, nice soft fingers.
Yeah, cool, perfect.